Can you tell that I like never open cans? Today, I'm going to be doing my first ever set of challenges. 10-minute Happy Home Paradise challenges. All it means is that I'm basically just gonna have a time limit of 10 minutes to customize either an NPC's home or a villager's home. I'm gonna let those who are in my chat decide. The reason why I'm gonna let chat decide who I'm gonna decorate for is that way I have no preconceived notion of how I'm gonna decorate a house. I want to go into this blind blank. I don't want like a plan of like, ooh, I'm gonna do this with so-and-so, or oh, I know this theme I'm gonna do for this villager. No, 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 that would be too easy. We're going extreme. Going extreme. We're just gonna focus on the interiors. The exteriors, that would require another 10 minutes, I'm sorry. I wanna decorate for everybody. That's like one of my goals. But how am I gonna get there when I take 10 minutes to pick a wallpaper? How am I gonna get there when it takes me an hour to 2 hours to decorate one house? It's just not gonna happen, so I've gotta challenge myself. So we've got 3 villagers and 1 NPC user. All right, so let's see who I'm going to decorate for. Let's see, who's it gonna be? That was so close, I thought it was gonna be Jack. All right, I'm gonna be decorating for Benedict. Very, very epic. I've got Benedict's Amiibo card right here, so we're gonna get them scanned in. Oh, I'm kind of spooked. So I was thinking it'd be nice if my vacation home was kind of like this. What you thinking, honey? I'm sorry, what? I was thinking farm vibes, and then he suggests space? I guess we're sending the chicken to the moon! Benedict got goals. I mean, good on Benedict. I was like, oh, I could do like this cute little farmhouse vibe, and then it's like, no, space station. All right, we're starting the timer for 10 minutes to decorate Benedict's home. That's gonna be a space station. Dear God, ready and go. Oh, Lord in heaven. Oh God, here we go. All right. So when I first started doing Benedict's house, I was originally thinking, oh, I need to use the furniture that he suggested. But then I realized, you know what, I'm already putting a lot of pressure on myself. So I decided that I was going to move the furniture outside, and that goes for any builds that I do for this series, because I just don't need that added pressure. But yeah, so I started trying to build him a space station, and I was like, you know, playing around with these cool wallpapers that I normally don't play with. And, you know, just adding in all these different gadgets and gizmos that I normally don't add either. I was excited to use the test tube because, yeah, I just never use it. So I put in the green little pig in there as if it was like a little alien that he captured while he was out in space. And, you know, just added all sorts of things that just kind of made me think, oh yeah, this is a little spaceship, you know? But yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing throughout this whole thing. It was just more of like, okay, it looks spacey, I'm gonna throw it in there, god dang it. But yeah, you'll see there's a jump cut right here, and that's because when I first started doing this, I only put 10 minutes on the counter, but then I was like, maybe 15 minutes, and that's gonna happen with the next house as well. And I'm glad I made it 15 minutes, because even though it gave me just a little bit more time, it also wasn't a lot of time. It wasn't too much to the point that it was like ridiculous and, you know, gave me way, you know, took the challenge away is essentially what I'm trying to say. But yep, added the little star fragments, and then I was done. Hell yeah. All right. That's looking pretty good for a little space station if you ask me. I'll tell you what. I'll take a photo up here. This is also a good photo. Ah yes, I love being behind the pillars. Very nice. Okay, I feel pretty good about Benedict's. All right, so let's see who I'm gonna get to decorate for next. Let's see, who's it gonna be? Big money, big money, big money. Is it gonna actually be Jack this time? All right, we are decorating for Jack today. Would you like to connect with this client? Yes, please connect me with the king, or the czar of Halloween. That's what he really is. Yeah, so I don't think he suggested any items for us to use, so I guess like NPCs are an open book or something. But if he does have items for us to use, we're gonna put them outside and then we'll decorate. All right, you guys, putting on the timer. Oh, freaking heck. Then here we go. All right, we gotta pick a wallpaper and stuff for him.
So for Jack's home, I was starting out with kind of more of a spooky mansion type build. It took me a while to really find a wallpaper and carpet that worked well together and fit for the theme that I was going for. But I finally figured it out, and I was making kind of like a little secret room that I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna make this like a little surprise room with skeletons and stuff, but all I did was add one skeleton. And then I started working on the rest of the house. You know, I was really just throwing around a bunch of like spooky or, you know, ominous kind of items. Anything that could kind of be a little antique, I guess, and a little spooky. But after a while, I realized I need to stop throwing things around and I actually just need to kind of stick with a theme. And so that's kind of where I started bringing that theme to the table, as you can see right now. But before then, there wasn't really a theme and I was really struggling. And I'm so glad I gave myself another 5 minutes with this house, because if I had done just 10 minutes, I would not have been satisfied with this house whatsoever. This is where the 15-minute or the 10 minutes would have ended, is right here. But now that I had another 5 minutes, I got to kind of reiterate this a little bit more, add a little bit more elements to this whole build. I definitely think I would do a different, I would go a different way if I could redo Jack's house. I would definitely go a different route than what I did, but it's not too bad. Overall, could have been a lot worse than what I pulled together so quickly. And since I was talking to my chat while I was touring Jack's house, I wanted to kind of give you an insight of what I was thinking. So as I was touring this house, I just kept thinking, man, this isn't exactly what I was hoping for, because honestly, I feel like I could have done a lot better if I just stuck to a theme. I just kept thinking of way too many things: antique, spooky, mansion. It just, you know, it all collided, and I would love to redo his house one day.
I have no complaints, little imp. I love his dialogue. I shall now savor the vacation home and its freshly baked sweetness. What about you, pumpkin? See, he's talking about like sweets and stuff, and I feel like I should have given him a sweeter home. It's just I think of Jack and I just think he's a czar and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I should have just gone a whole sweet Halloween route. Alright, so here we go. It's either gonna be Olivia, Lucky, Ellie, or Red. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Are we doing another spooky build? Or no, it's Ellie! Very nice. Okay, so this might be more my speed. Alright, so what's Ellie feeling like? A sweet space. Honey, this is up my alley. This is all me. Ooh! Oh! You know how much I am prepared for this? For those who don't know, my island's theme is sweets. So, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. If I don't do Ellie justice, I'm gonna take that as a personal fault for me. Like, I'm gonna take it personally. Although you can't see it that well. Setting my timer for 15 minutes. Ready? And go. Oh, freaking heck, dude. Freaking heck. There we go.
I was really excited to take on Ellie's house because a sweets-themed house is definitely right up my alley. I was really playing around with the wallpaper and flooring for a little bit there because I was like, oh, do I make it a candy shop or like a sweet shop, or do I make it an actual home? And as I started playing around with it, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make it an actual home. So then I started adding these windows here, and once I added the windows, I actually incorporated a sky type wallpaper for the accent wallpaper, so that way, you know, it was like it was looking to the outdoors. And so then I wanted to build upon this a little bit further. I was playing with a lot of different ideas here. You know, first I was going to make it, like I said, a candy shop, but then I was like, no, I think I just need to make it an actual home. So I started playing around with that idea. I bounced around a lot of different ideas, and I think, you know, this is my first time doing this whole series. So of course I was, you know, juggling and trying to figure things out. But this build definitely gave me a good look at what I could do going forward. You know, I can just make a simple living space and not overcomplicate it too much for any build that I do in this series, really. And at this part, I was looking for a pink refrigerator. I knew it existed, but I couldn't find it. But eventually, after the build, I realized, oh, it's just refrigerator and you can customize it pink. So, you know, I was spending a lot of time looking for it during this build here, but I just couldn't find it. So I just ended up going with a different look and feel for the kitchen.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't add anything to the ceilings. Oh, dude. This is gonna get me really good at making, like, finding the stuff in here. Oh, no, there's so much more I could have done, honey. Oh, but this angle is really good. I mean, this is still really good. There's a lot of different things in here, but oh, I know I could have done so much more for her, but then it would have taken me an hour, because that's how I am. I take an hour to do these builds, but I want to make a build for everybody. I can't take an hour for everybody. I don't have that kind of time. I'm gonna need another suggestion from the class. Itoli? Okay, Koala hasn't suggested anything yet, so we're gonna go with Itoli. No, Jeff, only 4. God, no. God, I'm so glad Koala answered before you. Dear Lord. I would have been so mad if Rodney was up. Let's see, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Lucky or is it gonna be Red? It's Red! Alright, so we're starting with Red's house. Ready? And go. Here we go. Here we go.
So for Red's house, I was like, you know what? Red is out on the ocean. He has his own little boat now that he travels with, but I miss the old days of Red popping up a tent in the middle of your village and trying to sell you fake art. So that's what I was trying to recreate here, was just his little pop-up tent where he would sell his wares. But this tent was definitely a lot more elevated compared to what we've seen in the past games. So here I'm trying to add a little register area so you can check out for the items that you have bought in his little tent. And then I'm using the bars to kind of create, like, you know, store space, like store shelves. So that way I could place like all sorts of knickknacks on there. You know, I just thought it was a great use of space right there. And then I started adding some statues, of course, because it's Red. Of course I've got to add statues. And you may notice that some of the statues and some of the paintings are fake while others are real, you know, just to add that extra red element. And then I started adding some boxes just because he's always, you know, shipping all sorts of different things. And yeah, then I started adding some paintings to the walls because I just really needed to add something to the walls. I know it's a tent, but I just figured, you know, it couldn't hurt to add a few paintings to the walls. It just couldn't hurt at all. And then at the end of the day, I think I did pretty gosh darn good with his little tent.
Here we go. Here's a preview of Red's place. This is the one that I'm like satisfied with. And I had like time to spare with everything I put up. I'm gonna take a photo there. It's looking very nice. That's also looking nice. I'm just gonna take pictures of everything because I just love it all. Oh no, I can't see him behind the counter. But look at this. This is so nice. Oh, this is a good picture. Booty photo. Yes, we love a good booty photo. Well, thank you so much for watching. I know that not every house I'm gonna do is gonna be perfect, but I'm trying to give it my darndest. If anything, all this does is like allow me to play with different styles and try different villagers that I normally wouldn't try. But I've always had this goal, even in the Happy Home Designer days, back in the 3DS days, to make a house for every character. I just never got around to it, but I feel like with this 15-minute time limit, I feel like I can manage to get through everybody eventually. But yet again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you ever want to see more of my face, you can go check out my Twitch channel. I stream every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I have a little print shop that you can check out too. It has all sorts of photos that I've taken around the world that I really love. I just love them so much. I have them all over my house and thought maybe somebody else would like to buy this print and put it in their home too. Thank you again, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.